What's happening, fam? L.A.R. movement still moving. Subscriber died trying. You see the thumbnail. This video is entitled "The Amount of Leeway Mothers Get." And here in Houston, mom lets boyfriend kill her son. She has a lot of kids. Ultimately, she packs her stuff up with that same boyfriend, leaves the rest of the kids, I think 3 of them, in this apartment complex, leaves them there, moves 25 minutes away with the boyfriend. I guess gets to come back and check periodically while the child is decomposing in the apartment, and then the 15-year-old finally, after close to a year, calls the police and like, look, I can't take this no more. And mom and boyfriend get arrested. Now, people have talked about the bad boy angle, the swirling angle. I'm just going to try to just stick to the societal angle of this, because this ain't the first time this has happened. I don't think this is the first time this has happened this year, as a matter of fact. But the level of support that mothers get creates these situations. Why am I saying what I'm saying? Nobody asks, when people go, where are the fathers at? Okay, let's go there. Where are the fathers at? When you make that statement, you make the assumption that one, the fathers know that there is kids, which we know that might or might not be true in circumstances like this. 2, the father may be dead or in jail since she likes a certain type of guy, or the fathers may be dead or in jail. 3, she might have went on a disappearing act with those children, so the fathers may not even know where they're at. So now we got the fathers out the way. Let's go to her own family, her parents, the grandparents, and the father's grandparents. Because then you got to, well, you don't have any family or friends you could have gave these kids to? And people don't think about it like, wait, she, in essence, hid those kids and nobody found them until, one of the oldest child found a way to call the police. Now, let's take it a step further. The neighbors. This is what I mean by mothers get so much leeway. The neighbors are accustomed to mothers leaving their kids because, she's a working mother. So, I haven't seen her in weeks. Sometimes that can happen. You live in an apartment complex. We're not the type of society that actually checks on your neighbors like that. Not anymore. But this was damn near a year. Damn near a year. The pandemic happened. So since it happened, guess what? Oh, the kids could have been online school. I guess the lights was on. And this is what I mean by society. This is what is part of the Section 8. There's always a loophole for a mother with her kids. And, And she get a tax breaks for this and checks for these kids. So she can break these kids off here and there. And then you ask about the nurturing part. Well, is that a nurturer to you? And nobody asked the question. And you can't see all the mothers that are around, like, they can't tell what's a neglected kid or a bunch of neglected kids because, hey, seems normal. Seems normal. To move 25 minutes away. And we're still saying, oh, the guy who killed the kid gets more flack than the woman who left her kid to get killed by this guy and left with the guy. Moved into another house with the guy. You know what? I'm not going to turn you in. I'm going to move across town with you. Move across town with you. Wow. And nobody looks at the mother like, you raggedy mother. You know, does she have a bond? Yes. Is her bail is less than his? Yes. What's the problem with that? Because she's a woman and she's a mother and she had to be influenced by something outside of herself. Nah, player. See, society gives these mothers so much leeway that it opens the door for stuff like this to happen and nobody cares. Nobody cares. And then people go, well, and they don't blast stories like this out to the public like they should. You know, ever since the pandemic hit, there have been a lot of female violence on men, women, and children. There have been a lot of females who have done things that you would consider unthinkable, or allowed things to be done that you would consider unthinkable. But because they're mothers, you constantly allow the unthinkable to happen because you just can't fathom a woman would do it. They're not angels, man. I'm just saying. And how many stories like this gonna have to come out for people to go, you know what? There are a mother can pose no red flags is my issue with this stuff. But, and the court's going to have to start wisening up to go, you know what? We can't default and think they're the best person now. But tell me what you think. Like, share, subscribe, or die. Try and catch y'all on the next one. Peace.